You need to be more adventurous.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Foltz. I'm gonna be coming in doing two streams of two different games in one. I got so busy today, then I went on a date with the missus. We went to go see a movie, and the movie it was fine. It's called Sketch. Angel Studios. I gave it a 7 out of 10. It's fine. It's fine and everything. It could have been better, but it did its job. And so what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be combining two different streams. I am going to be doing Game of Thrones first, and then right after that, I'm going to jump right on over to solo leveling. So we're going to have two different games. Some of you guys may not care for Game of Thrones, but I do. I care for Game of Thrones. That's all that matters, right? Because it's my stream, my channel. Playing. So, so yeah, that's what's going to be happening today. I'm just getting everything all set up here. Let's go ahead and take a look to see if I got my. And truthfully, let me go ahead and I'm gonna do one thing over here on the Twitch stream. I'm gonna, actually, we want to get that, change that over to that one. Go ahead and put my face up in the corner. There we go. And I'm gonna change my. Let's put that off in there as well. All right. We're gonna go ahead and get that one started too. All right. So if you guys don't want to stick around for the Game of Thrones portion, that's fine. You want to come back later for the solo leveling of Rise, that's fine too. We're going to do this one right here. Get it all set up here. All right, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and get this done because I'm not gonna be staying on this one too long. Not that much. I pretty much got everything done. Okay. Yeah, I got a lot that I gotta cover. I normally play this game in the morning, but like I said, I got busy. So I came out, started doing my One Piece, my normal One Piece review, and then got working on that. And then after that, I went out on a date with the missus. We were gone all day for the most part. Oh, now we got to go over here and sell some shit. Oh God. Oh wow, we got 2. Hey, Jay, bro. Yeah, I'm early. I'm playing Game of Thrones first, and I'm gonna go right over to solo leveling. So yeah, it's not really early or anything like that. I'm just smashing 2 games into one. Ooh, I think I might get that game. All right, let's see. Goodness gracious, I wish these are only part of one. Why do they gotta take up 2 spots? Hey, homeless. Hey, unknown. Latoya, how you guys all doing? All right, there we go. Oh, that's fine. Sleep is more important than watching me stream a game, in my view. All right, let's go ahead and get that. And yeah, the game I'm starting off first right now is Game of Thrones King's Road. It's not gonna be solo leveling yet. So I understand if you guys don't want to stick around watch me play this, that's fine. But I gotta get this done. Like that. All right. Go over here to this guy over here. Nobody, I don't think anybody called you an Uncle Tom on that one, homeless. I don't think anybody called you an Uncle Tom on that one. That one is pretty straightforward. Roger Jackson went crazy on that dude, and he needs, that's straight up assault. That's straight up assault what Roger Jackson did. He couldn't control himself. Even his daddy can't, his daddy can't protect him from that one. You know, I know some people were trying to make it seem like that the wrestler was in the wrong. Because no, the wrestler thought it was a skit. He thought it was a skit. And when Roger said, "Nah, I'm not a wrestler," or anything like that, he actually apologized. And then he said, "Hey, we can work that into the skit, or we can go ahead and create a makeshift skit for you so you can get back at me." And he went along with it. But they got him on speaker, basically saying, "Yeah, when I get up off of Fender, I'm gonna go ahead and fuck him up," and that's exactly what he did. Couldn't control himself. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We can like that. Get these over here. That's still not gonna get him. Yeah, shit, fuck. All right, that's all we can about do with that. But yeah, no, I don't think. I don't. Well, I don't know any black people. I know they should probably try to sit there and say, yeah, no. Like I said, they could try to blame the Psycho Stu for hitting him over the head with a can, but he didn't hit him over the head with a can. If you go back and look at it, what he did, it's a prop can. He clapped it against his hand first, and so he never hit Roger Jackson. And even if he did, the time for Roger Jackson to respond would have been right there when he got hit with the can, not when he goes into the ring, picks dude up, body slams, and summons the spirit of Rampage, slams him into the ground, bucks his head, and then starts wailing on him like he's nothing. I don't know what platform you be going on talking about that, but everyone that I'm on, everywhere, one of them, like I said, they'll try to sit there and try to do a little bit of whataboutism, but ultimately they come back around and say it's straight up assault by Roger. that dude, if he suffers any type of concussion, he needs to sue Roger Jackson. Roger Jackson, a grown ass man. Rampage can't save him. But this just goes to show that Roger, he's got some daddy issues. He feels like he can't get from underneath Rampage's shadow. Something, and this is a problem with a lot of famous people and their kids. The kids can't handle being in the spotlight, rather, in the shadow of their more famous parent. I'm pretty sure I blocked. You are just getting kind of out of here. Turn that down a little bit. So yeah, he definitely is in the wrong. There's nothing they can do to defend that, and maybe some black people do it, but I haven't found any. At least the people that I follow, they're not supporting Roger in any instance. Yeah, it's foolish. It's foolish that they're trying to sit there and say that he deserved that beat and everything like that. So where am I at? Let me go ahead and sell this shit because I don't need that anymore. And then let me see, because normally in the morning I can get a couple off in there. Yeah, now that 2 hours away, that's not gonna do me any good. Let's go over here. This game looks pretty fun. I don't go on TikTok that much. I should, because there's a fountain of material over there with a whole bunch of idiots on TikTok that be posting shit that they shouldn't be posting. Okay. Oh my. Blonde chick is about to bust out of her. She is straight gonna bust out of her shirt.
See all the girls. They do have a watch.
That's a good attitude to have. I hate stories with multiverses. Stories with multiverses is just lazy writers who don't know how to write or don't know how to think, and then need to have an escape hatch when their story gets away from them. Oh, this just that character. You like that character? Oh, let's create a multiverse. Oh, that character. You don't like that character? Oh, let's. Oh, they're from a different planet, so that's not the same character. Oh, you didn't like the fact that that character died or that event happened? Ah, it took place on a different planet. Stupid.
A multiverse of anime waifus is not stupid.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta make my tinctures. Nope, get back on the horse. Or the stag, whatever it is. Ugh.
You will suffer. Give us a go, then.
Oh. Get out of here. Oh, there you go. Hmm.
You're a fool to challenge me.
There we go. $500 Zenny. Zenny is the same type of currency they use in a lot of Capcom games. That doesn't look like a Capcom game though.
Right now, are you?
Oh God, come on.
This doesn't end well for you, friend. Pay for that.
Ooh, boy, I can't stop yawning.
Stronger than you look. No one knows got no noise. Careful now. I'm just starting to like you. That's for looking down on me. Nothing a meister can't fix. I'll cut off your fingers and feed them to you. No use swinging a sword from back here.
No, I'm not swinging a sword. All right. I think I should probably. Almost got this one done. All right. Let me go over to my other side, go over to the assassin. So I got a little things I can do on this one, but I'm not going to do it because I'm already pretty well advanced in this game here. I got both of them up to the story part. I finished rather the main story for both my sellsword and my assassin. I don't think I'm gonna play the knight though. That's just too far back. And frankly, I don't care for the knight. There we go. Let's go and we'll do 2 times. Yeah, God, I tell ya. All right. And this is the last thing I'll do on here. This one wasn't all that. It's not all that bad. Come in, get this stuff done, and then pretty much be done with it. Like I said, there's some other content I can do. Actually, I think I'll go back to the other side, and then I'll try the Kraken. There's a world boss that I could play right. Shit, man. That entire sequence sucked. Nope.
It's my son. This way.
Not helping your son. That's a trap. There we go. Sometimes those soldiers like to put up a fight. I gotta get more energy drink. Post some of the conversation. Are you on my Discord, Homeless Manny? If you're still in the chat, and if you're still in the chat, if you are, put some of the conversations you be having, because I'll react to that shit on my other channel on Chris Bolts Reacts, because I love making fun of these bougies, these pro blacks that be mouthing off on shit. Senran the Kagura. That's actually a really good anime, by the way. I mean, these bougies, they be trying to sit there and make it seem like they are always in the right. You motherfuckers are always voting for the wrong party. Then want to try to get upset at us for supporting Trump or something. Don't bring up Biden, says Tony Baker, as he's ripping on Donald Trump. Like, nigga, why can't we bring up Joe Biden? Your black ass voted for Joe Biden over that fake ass black woman in 2020, but somehow now that black people did it for Trump, it's a bad thing. Man, get out of here. Here, hold on one moment. My 7-hour timer went off for my one game that I always play, which is Contest of Champions. In fact, I think after I get done with all this, my video for today will be that Roger Jackson. It's all over. Twitter Spaces, all over, everywhere. I mean, they got the entire thing played out. It shows that wrestler personally apologizing to Rampage Jackson's son, but Rampage Jackson's son, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't like being told that, but that's what you are. You're Rampage Jackson's son. He don't like the fact that he got played on. He thought he was disrespected, and decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna make this motherfucker pay. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna really hurt him. I'm gonna try to mess him up. Like I said, even his daddy, even Rampage Jackson came out against him and said, nah, that ain't how I raised my son. And I'm pretty sure he's smacking his son upside the head and said, nigga, why you act like this for? Why you act like this? You know what kind of spot you put me in? That's gonna piss Roger Jackson off even more. Because he understands he's living in his daddy's shadow, and he's always going to be constantly compared to his daddy. He's not his own man. That make a lot of people, a lot of these children of famous people, they can't handle that kind of pressure. And as we see, Roger Jackson can't handle that pressure. Can't handle it at all. He needs to really settle down and talk with his daddy, or just say, hey, I need to get away from you. I need to go build my own name. I need to not be compared to you in any way, shape, or form. I'm not saying you got to go get therapy or anything like that, because I don't think you need to get that. I think that's a waste. But you definitely do need to work some issues out where if you can't handle that kind of pressure, that's what you gotta put out there. You gotta let them, hey, I can't handle this. All right, let's go over here. We're gonna do one, if I can get somebody. This is a world boss. I need to get some more Kraken materials, and I also need to level up my. I'm close to getting another level for my main Cyber Sandra. I'll give it about a couple of minutes. Is there anything else I can do for right now? I don't think there is. Yeah, we don't have any right there. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I'll try this again next week. How much more time do I have left on this? Oh, we got a lot of time. We got a lot of time remaining on this. All right, let's see. Come on, Remy Legault. Go ahead and select. There we go. All right. Let's have some fun. We're getting ready to do a world boss. Probably gonna be pretty easy because we got a really big dude, level 49 up off in here. Oh shit. Right there, that's all right. Oh my God, we're going through this. Ah, shit. I messed up right there. What you saying, Latoya? Let me go back over here and put that back on front. Yeah, it's actually pretty fun fighting them. I gotta catch up to everybody else. Why is it? What? Come on. There we go. More of an alien creature? Only gold? That's all right. We still passed it. Ah. That was a crappy run. Ah. That was a crappy run. I think it looks like an actual kraken. Giant squid. Oh. But as our reward, we got good quality kraken tentacle. That's actually good. That actually is really good. I don't think we have anything else that we could. Yeah, so we got good 4 of them. The world boss has shown up. I don't care about that. Yeah, let's go ahead and create one of these. Okay. All right, that works really good. We can get this up to level 15. That'd actually be a pretty good thing. All right. Need 5. All right. All right, let me go ahead and turn this off now. I'm gonna just turn off the screen for a minute. Go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and leave out of Game of Thrones. We did what we wanted to do there, and now I'm gonna boot up solo leveling.
Looks so out of place.
Let me put some eye drops in my eyes. Whew. I'll be right back. All right. Okay, so now we are Now we're switched over to solo leveling. Let's go ahead and get that all done and taken care of.
Hello. You came later than I expected. I've been waiting.
Game that we're all familiar with. By the way, have any of you guys made this calculation to get the skin for the Demon King daggers? I definitely know I'm not gonna make it, because I haven't even gotten to hard mode yet. Definitely have not gotten to hard mode yet. Oh, you got top 1,982. Let's go and take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. Is it the solo leveling side? Oh, there we go, right here. Congratulations on that, man. Spot 1,982. That's actually really good. It's taking a while to pull up there. We'll let that pull up in the background. I don't think there's anything here that's worth buying. No. Let's see. Nope, we don't need anything like that. I can always check the store first, but there's nothing here. All right, there we go. This shoe right here at 72 billion. That's actually not too bad. That's not too bad. Or maybe the entire picture hasn't pulled up yet. I don't know what's been going on with my computer. And then unknown individual over here, he finally cleared the normal phase of Yogamont, which is a good achievement. Congratulations to both of you. Okay, so second week you only get it once. That makes sense. That makes sense. There it goes. It came through. Or then again, maybe it didn't come through. Here we go. Right. There we go. It just, my computer just took a long time to load it. So there we go. I see it right there. You got 32 billion. That's not too bad, man. Congratulations on that. Congratulations on that. I don't know why my computer is going so slow. I just pull up my task manager and it shows I have, oh, see now it's not under that much load or anything. The memory is at 57%. Well, I don't know why it says 31. I'm like, I don't have 31 windows open. But that's all right. We do have played all night doing that one. See, that's the power of youth. That's the straight power of youth. I can't play all night anymore. Cannot do it. I get exhausted. Like right now, I'm exhausted doing this, and I'm only doing It's probably gonna come out to at most 2.5 hours. I'm exhausted doing that. Check out skill research because I know. Oh, look at that! Our first. Go ahead and turn this one into a. I don't use this one, but when I get Transcendent, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade them. No question. I'm upgrading anyone that I come into contact with. I'm upgraded. So all these, I don't even use them. But we're gonna put them all off. We're gonna Transcendent all of them. Transcendent all of them. What do you mean insufficient materials? You got this one right here. There you go. That's the one I selected. There we go. We are transcendent. What they should actually do is let you craft these, and when you get the transcendent level, go ahead and allow you to any excess you can switch those over to other pieces, synthesis materials. I think that'd be pretty cool. Do I have that one? I don't have that one. No, I don't have it. So. Yeah, I can do amplification, but I don't have I don't have the right ones that I want to go ahead and do. So I'm holding off for it. Like right now, the only one I could do amplification on, at least for the Blessing Stone, is this one. I'd probably do it for Kasaka Steel Scales, because I do use that one quite a bit. Oh, and I got Bloodlust right here. Let's see what other ones I have. I have the Blessing Stones right here. Okay. Actually, let's see. Oh, never mind. Oh no, I don't have. I thought I did have it. That's just saying that I actually got it. But yeah, okay. Let's go back to what I was originally saying then. Yeah, I only have one duplicate Transcendent Blessing Stone. That's for the daily quest completion. And I don't think I can do it for skill runes yet. Okay, no, I can't. So no, I can't do amplification yet. Nah, I don't want to do that on that one yet. I want to actually save those materials for a Blessing Stone that I actually get, or a skill rune that I actually use all the time. Well, yeah, I do use that one all the time, but a better one. Oh, I gotta check this one too. It hasn't reset yet. Oh, no, yeah, it did. Here we go. Oh, shit. I didn't want to. About one. I didn't want to do that. I wish these weren't diamonds. Yeah, well, I don't even have anything for the rune amp for right now. All right, level up hunters. Go ahead and do that one. Let's see. That chick, man, I tell you. I'm watching Vera Dark and she's playing this game called Senran Kagura, which is like I said, a really cool anime. I haven't, it's been a while since I've seen it. But let me get something right here. And Senran Kagura is an ecchi. It's a bunch of high. I'm not gonna show any type of raunchy stuff or anything like that, but if you're interested, it's called Senran Kagura. And all they are just battle girls. They just go and fight. This is close enough. This right here is Senran Kagura. There you go. So that's not that raunchy or anything like that, but the game she's playing is Senran Kagura Burst. It's an old game. Then again, no, it's not Burst. It says Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash. That's what she's playing. Senran Kagura. Oh my goodness. Ever since I did the update on my computer, it has just been chugging. It takes so damn long for programs to load. It's like, why is it taking so long for... I shouldn't have updated my computer. Oh shit, I didn't want to do that. Ah, well. Computer is just chugging. I checked that. It could be, well, so this one right here, my phone is connected to my PC, but that's not using anything. And I got everything else closed. I don't know what's going on. I'll play with it after the fact. Let's just go ahead and go back to this. Yeah. And no, it's not a gotcha game. It's a full price game. Although if they made it a gotcha game, they would make a whole bunch of money. If the developer made it a gotcha game, they would make a whole bunch of money, and then sell cosmetics along with it. Yeah, it's an old game. And you can tell it's an old game because it looks like it came out on the PS3. But I think 7 years ago that was the PS4 era, so it's a PS4 game. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Shot her bra off, but of course they bleeped out the parts of the oppai that can't be shown on stream. It's kind of, my daughter was giving me shit for Soren's outfit. I said, yeah. My daughter's very modest. I raised her right. Oh no, that retro gaming is coming back into vogue. Modern gaming, and I don't blame it. Modern gaming, in my view, has not been great in the slightest. It has not been great at all. So I'm not surprised that retro gaming is making is tremendously making a comeback. I don't want the...
Your day. You're done. Your day.
Perfect time. Now. Yes, I'll finish it. Away from my wrath.
Not fair. I will hold you accountable with all of my strength. Brace yourself. You're done. Open. It's too late. Lethal move. Winds of heaven!
Don't hold. Don't get in my way. Your movement is off.
Oh shit, I hit the wrong button.
Away from my wrath.
I will hold you accountable with all of my strength. Typhoon Metallic! Good day!
Perfect time.
As expected, no match for me.
Ooh, wow, this is actually a pretty good one. There'll be someone I can use K-Dot, use another good one. No, I'll be able to use Chaotic Wish. It's a good one. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair enough. I did tier 40 last night, and when I was fighting, I was doing okay until I got to Wong Dong Suga. And the thing is, it says wind gets a buff. It says that the wind users get a buff. If you go back and take a look right up here, boosting algorithm, or rather, fighter and mage classes get an increase, and Leonard is a mage, so he should definitely get a buff. But it didn't seem like he got a buff to me when I was on doing tier 40. All the stages up until I got to fighting Wong Dong Suk was manageable, but get to him, and suddenly my character's not doing that much damage anymore. Let me go ahead and get off of Vera Dark. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta do a video on that. Gotta do a video on that, cause that's just sickening. Hey J bro, how you doing, man? Yeah, I did watch the new episode of One Piece. I thought it was pretty good. Thought it was pretty good and everything. There's gonna be a recap episode next week though. But I think that recap episode is necessary in this regard because it's going to be talking about the Giants. And if you're this far into the into One Piece, it's possible that you forgot who the Giants are. So, or if you're new to One Piece and you picked it up recently, it's possible that you forgot who the Giants were and how important they are. So I can understand them doing that recap episode for next week. The 48,000 defense. I gotta take a look and see what where mine is at.
Let's see an opening. Oh, end this. This will be your grave. You can't avoid it. Now, shatter. Your defense is wild. It's no use. Your defense is wild. Tearing through. Let's try. That was nothing.
The thing is, it really is luck of the draw when it comes to like this one right here. This is actually this would be a pretty good one if I don't even think I use Chaotic Wish on him though, but that would be a good one for Leonard if I could somehow get all the points into defense. I think that's the next thing that Netmarble needs to do. They need to give you a way to guarantee at least 2 points into a certain sub skill on these artifacts. I think that'd be pretty cool. So you see right there, I only got his defense to 34,000.
I'm ready.
Yeah, so it really just comes down to luck of the draw. I think I got his weapon at his weapon is at 810, I believe. Yeah. And I think I have his skill, the ones that matter to 810. Yeah, you gotta level up them skills. I think on both of those, I got them. If you get all your skills to level 7, you should be fine. Because after level 7, you need those mana prisms or whatever they call them. Yeah, you need a lot of them. But get them to level 10. If you get them to level 10, that should be fine, or at least, or at the level 7. I'm sorry, level 7. But at least on the their skill right here, not on their attack or anything like that, but on the basic skill, if you can get that to level 10, that'd be even better. You know, the other ones you don't need to really get those to level 10. Yeah, exactly. Like Latoya said, the weapon skill, push that to 10. Everything. The other ones, just push them to level 7 and just leave them there. And yeah, exactly. I agree. I try to do on those characters, depending on how they scale. I always try to do double defense or double HP. So on her, I do double defense, and then on my dog is just loud. And then on Soren, I get her to HP, which HP is actually one of the more simpler ones to actually really get boosted. All right, let's go over here. What's up? Get yelled at by my wife. Oh well.
Now, let's get started.
Yeah. That's why a lot of stuff in this game I really don't do or anything like that because it just costs so much gold. And gold is always, I know they've been a little bit more generous with gold, but gold is always going to be a problem in this game because it's used to upgrade everything in the game.
All of my strength.
It's used to upgrade everything.
Strike!
Arise.
These people, these dumb motherfuckers in DC, they don't even realize that the reason why they can go out there and protest like that and at night is because the streets are safe. They're gonna increase gold. That's good. That's good because you got to use gold for everything. And you know, it's not even so much that you increase gold. What they need to do is lower the price of upgrades. That's what they got to do. Lower the price as opposed to giving us more gold. And then on some things, like when you're sitting there doing crafting, no gold. They don't cost any gold. They just cost materials. It's like, it's stupid. All right, let's go ahead and do some of this expert mode right here.
Good choice.
Time to warm up. Wind, lightning, blitz. Now, shatter. An opening. You can't avoid me. This is the end. Time for a counterattack.
That's what they're protesting for.
Oh, that stench. Beast-type monsters, maybe? Win. This will really help me grow. Time for a too slow. I'll cut all of you down. Tearing through. Wind, lightning, blitz. Now, shatter. I'm opening. I'll end this. I'll shred you. Wind. This will be. You're great! I'll cut all of you down! I still have a long way to go. I see it all. Time to
It's always these women.
Blitz.
These women that sit there and keep doing crazy ass shit.
time for
It's no use. You can't avoid it.
win.
This is the end.
Want me to give it a shot?
Now,
Shut up.
arise.
The Black Hawk Trump has protesting on behalf of the people. He knows what's happening in the streets of Chicago. He was paying attention to
So, let's try.
and
Exactly. It definitely everything costs more than what you earn. Yes, indeed.
for decades on decades. And you can go outside, or you can handle by that our own
I see it all.
An opening.
Win.
You can't avoid it. This is the end. White flames.
Win.
All of you down. Shut.
Time for a counterattack.
Homeless as well as people who are abusing drugs, as well as the drug dealers, they just squat.
set up camp, baby.
It's clean. It's all gone. This was also an underpass bridge where people would throw their waste. So you would drive on the main road, and to the left and right of it is nothing but trash. It's all clean.
Yeah. But I don't like doing those gold gates because gold gates don't really give you that much gold.
The Capitol is right there within like a 6 or 7 minute walk.
The majority of all the gold that I get is pretty much from doing trying to place really high in the competitions, like the Battlefield of Time Trials, Power of Destruction. That's where it really comes from. And every time they have a nice sale, I make sure to pick up as much gold as possible. But it's just that shouldn't have to be the case.
The people would rather there be chaos, drugs, and worse in the community versus Trump being
How interesting.
I'll run you through. Victory is
resources to get this stuff cleaned up and literally days, and you guys will see you just don't want Trump to do it. You don't want Trump to get the credit.
the end is
Have a safe trip to the other side.
Found you.
There's an opening.
Let's open. Valkyrie, judgment.
Anything that loyal to me, anything that sows seed, will tell me that you can basically advocate for this. And it's not better. The Congress people, they are over there. House representatives, they out there. People are out there taking care of business and supposedly the best of the community do the best thing. Because it's not like they're pumping drugs into the community, they're removing it from the community.
Yeah.
It's not like
By the way, and this puts to lie this nonsense that a lot of black people are told from an early age. Oh, it was the CIA and the federal government that put drugs into our communities. No, it wasn't. And even if it were true that the government somehow put drugs into the black community and only the black community, not the Latino community, not the Asian community, not any other, only the black community, even if that were true, You know you don't have to do drugs. You don't have to take them. You can say, hey, we're not gonna take these drugs. We don't trust you. But it's always a bullshit lie that black people tell themselves because they don't want to take responsibility and accountability for any of the actions they undertake. You a drug addict? Well, it's not your fault. It's the government's fault. You keep having running with the cops. Well, it's not your fault. It's the cops' fault. They racially profile it. Which, by the way, I wish they do more racial profiling. Most of the crime against black people is from other black people. We all know this. That's another reason why they didn't want to have DC all cleaned up. Because they know the majority of the people that's going to get in trouble with the cops going to be black people. It really is pathetic. So basically, it's a luck of the draw if you do them, though.
Let's try. Lightning blitz. Now, shatter. I'll shred you.
Oh, where'd the other guy go?
I'll end this. Too slow. Win. That was nothing.
Oh, the Xbox Ally is gonna be, yeah, that was already theorized because if you look at the regular price for a ROG Ally, because the ROG Ally X is only it's just a ROG Ally with the Xbox logo slapped on it in the OS. It's already got the OS for Microsoft Windows, which is what Xbox uses for their OS. So yeah, I know it's going to be very expensive. I don't think that's going to do anything for Steam Deck. It's not going to do anything for Xbox. I mean, that's $900 for a handheld. What the fuck are they smoking?
I need to hunt efficiently. Let's try.
I mean, it's absolutely pathetic that
Now, shut. Tearing through.
that these guys are just ungrateful.
Strike.
Let's see, who's this now?
And I'm here for it. Now, fun little fact about Washington, D.C. crime is this. D.C. has 5 times the national average when it comes to both petty as well as violent crimes. Much of this has gone unchecked and unregulated due to liberal/democratic to incentivize crime by giving a slap on the wrist to those who are violent.
I'll shred you. I'll end this. It's no use.
And what did we get? The whole of the crime,
Arise.
if you claim this to be racism, that sounds like an admission of criminality.
Exactly.
For all the black folks who come out,
That is exactly correct, brother. Is absolutely correct. If you think that cracking down on crime in DC is a form of racism, then you are tacitly admitting that you know that it's black people who keep acting up the fool. and you don't want to have anything done to it because, hey, we need these black people acting like fools so that we can use them as a prop, a political prop.
They don't want this, especially those who are in DC most affected by the crime. You are looking real guilty right now. Nobody said he was coming for black folks.
Let's go back over here.
Oh yeah, this is something we definitely need to talk about today. Welcome to the platform, by the way. Welcome to the podcast. My name is Rogan. This is the Whisper Human Gap podcast. On my platform, I do social commentary and reaction videos. I encourage my audience to have private conversations in public. Two things, just quick housekeeping. I know in my previous video I said that I was going to do a part 2 to that video. That is still coming. But
How interesting.
On this topic first.
Your life is mine.
Comments in this video. Song from Bob Marley, Who the Cat Fits.
And so you.
Even aware, because they did not make it easy for them. They could be part of what you're saying is that black people in Marseille are going to be caught. So don't get upset.
The end in sight. Ready to run?
Faster than a bullet.
On this story here, I'm just looking at this video that I'm about to play next, but obviously the feds are taking control of DC Metropolitan Police and
The National Guard is the Fed, but
Looks like I'm just
they're
in time.
especially at the DC level.
How interesting.
Shut them! Very funny!
6 years, so this is home. This is home. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I've spoken about.
I'll run you through!
It's my turn.
I support this. I support this.
I back out now.
That definitely is hyperbolic.
To the other side.
I agree with you on that. That is hyperbolic. Trump likes hyperbole. Trump likes hyperbole
We achieved this
because
victory together.
hyperbole immediately shocks you to your senses. Like, wait a minute, that's not what's really happening.
Crime is out of control, as far as I'm concerned. Okay?
But it gets it right into your face.
DC, I look at the trenches. I know a lot of you think I'm so pussy and like bawling or something like that, but I lived in the trenches. And so hearing gunshots was the norm. I remember being in my apartment building, coming out of my apartment to the car and opening my front door.
How interesting.
I saw
Let's go. Your life is
Shut them!
something down. It's
Very funny!
so you.
but people see a lot of criminality. When I walk outside, I still see more
No deviation. Run if you can. Have a safe trip to the other side.
I'll run you through!
This is the power of a Valkyrie.
And I'm like, yeah, that's honestly what the rate is, and I see a lot of it spreading into Northern Virginia as well. Companies like Target, and I've spoken about this
Where
as well
are
on my
you?
platform, are closing out of certain areas, shutting down.
How interesting.
I'll run you through!
Everything is locked up, like I say, behind plexiglass.
Let's end this!
Get so high. The plexiglass
other side. I'll lead us to victory. We achieved this victory together.
He was just talking about how they flood the numbers, what they do to manipulate the numbers so that the crime seems as if it's going down. I can tell you that listening to that interview, I understood exactly where that gentleman was coming from, because I've seen so many things I was just talking about, you know, having to reclassify crimes. And some people just don't even report crimes here in DC. I called 911 on numerous occasions. If you get through, you know, you make a report if possible. I'm not even kidding. I remember doing a video a year or so ago and I talked about calling 911, and luckily I got through when a gentleman, I shouldn't even call him a gentleman, a man was pulling his girlfriend or whoever this woman was into like 5 lanes of highway traffic and like pulled her top off and everything, like they were fighting, and the baby was nearby, or he was holding the baby, and I think that was probably the first time ever that I
Get into formation. I'll go aggro. Draw their attention. There's too many of them.
Too slow. Wind.
Yeah, I see it.
Lightning. Blitz.
It's just a waste of time.
Break through. Lightning. Blitz. I'll shred you. This is impossible. Tearing through. Now. Wind. Lightning. Blitz. Time for a counterattack.
No, it's not.
Concerns aren't unfounded, and I really appreciated that headline. I really appreciate.
They're not extreme.
Fed says the crime is down in Washington. The data shows a real gap between the statistics and how unsafe many citizens, especially Black women, feel. And let me just read a little bit of this, and then I'm just going to go in and give you my reaction, and I'll play some videos as well. So stay. I really want you to stay with this video. Don't skip through. Don't click off. Let's really have this conversation because it's very easy to say you hate Donald Trump.
Shall
I
we?
have my issues with the man myself, okay? But I've always maintained on this channel that if he does something that I think is beneficial,
Strike! I see it all. Too slow. Tearing through.
You should be mad at your city leadership more than you should be mad at Trump.
I'll shred you. Win.
Even as crime rates fall, many Washingtonians do not feel safe walking through.
Now, shut. I'll end this. Win. Like a joke. Time for a count. It's no use. Win. Break through.
To be clear, Trump needs to take over the metropolitan unnecessary, wrong, and unwarranted.
No, they are not unnecessary, wrong, or unwarranted. It's not unnecessary, it's not wrong, and it's not unwarranted. If your city officials were doing their jobs and taking crime seriously and enforcing the law ahead of time, you wouldn't have to be going through this. But you're going through this because you didn't take it seriously.
There's more reason to try to take over even more than they already have. The reason why I say I disagree with MSNBC saying it's unnecessary, wrong, and unwarranted is because if the DC Metropolitan Police were doing this job effectively, and let me just say, a lot of police officers' hands are tied.
Let's try. Lightning blitz.
Speaking up,
I'll cut all of you down.
everyday arrest. Okay?
White flames. Tearing through.
It's not fair for people who are living here. People
Wind. Lightning. Blitz.
And this happens in many major cities. There are certain areas of DC where when I'm going through, I'm rolling up the windows because you just never know. Personally, I don't have an issue. And I keep seeing
I see it all. Too slow. Oh, no! You can't! Wind. Lightning. Blitz. Arise.
Talk to folks in Southeast DC. So we have people getting shot at the Northwest. The Northwest is like the good quadrant. The good quadrant. So where do you live? It's so safe. And maybe
Let's do
we
it.
think for them, because they're in an area that is heavily polluted.
Chino,
that
is there really a boss up ahead?
Most likely. He must be a pretty big guy, seeing how it markets territory.
You don't have to worry. We'll take care of everything.
This is the end! You can't avoid it! White flames! Wind! Break through! Lightning blitz!
Should be as crime ridden as this. You have to remember
Shadow! Tearing through!
All right. Oh god.
Wind! Enough of the jokes.
Sounds good, man.
This will be.
I'm almost gonna be done here in a minute. I'm about to hit the 2-hour mark.
I'll shred you! Wind!
And he's talking about, this is the headline, Metropolitan Police manipulated crime stats to protect DC mayor, according to police union. So take a listen to this video.
That was nothing.
Rolling whistle in the Metropolitan Police Department's crime data. Looks like somebody's cooking the book, or should I say, the crime stats. I mean, could this be why the federal government is taking control of law enforcement in the metropolitan area of Washington, D.C.? So according to Greg Pemberton, chairman of the D.C. Police Union, he alleges that the Metropolitan Police Department has been underreported and under-investigating serious criminal offenses. And if the crime stats look just Mr. Pemberton also that the Metropolitan Police Department
You can't avoid it!
downgrade crime.
It's no use! Wind!
Oh yeah, I am. If the beta's out right now, I'll download it and start playing that. I haven't gotten a notification. Have you gotten a notification?
Major city police department, especially in Democrat-ran cities. It's political. I mean, you ever wondered why?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be playing that if it comes out. In fact, let's go ahead. I think Zaf has a video up. I don't know if you were able to take a look at it, but Zaf actually got some gameplay
I don't know. He says he's a law enforcement
of the
officer. I don't know if that's the
By the
case.
way, look at
I
that.
don't know anybody's gonna come on and just lie about
Yes,
that.
Jamie Lee
He is
Curtis always had that.
going to be saying that. Like I said,
Jamie Lee Curtis always had that.
He didn't have the issues that it had.
Let's go over here to Zaf.
We don't need any National Guard here. We don't. but the reality is much different. Like I said, I got to the point where I just stopped tuning into the news because it was.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Zaf here
Go
with
and
some
watch
brand new
this. Let
gameplay
me turn
footage
this. Let me pause this for a minute.
Origin that I have to jump in and cover. After years and years and years of waiting, we finally get to see what the game is all about. Drop a like if you're excited because this game is looking absolutely beautiful.
We're gonna watch this and then we'll call
every
it.
single thing about it. I am beyond excited. This is the one game I've been looking forward to play for years and years now. Let me know in the comment section if you agree. The interactive maps, the interactive combat, the combat itself looks so good. Using teams of 4, we jump in and interact with the map and just absolutely demolish the enemies we face. There's so many characters that are just based on the game alone that we're getting to see for the first time.
Now, based on this over here, it looks like it's going to be like Genshin Impact, where you get a team of 4, and then you can switch between each one of those characters and do combos and have them play off of one another. That's one of the cool things I did like about Genshin Impact. Is that you switch between your character, and the switching was fluid. It was very smooth. It was very fluid. You can pull out some really big damaging combos, depending on how you built your character. But yeah, this actually looks really good.
Like bug right there. This is so exciting. The ultimate C combat, every single thing.
No, he's not playing it.
So jump in right now and sign up for the closed beta test because you're gonna miss out if you don't do it right now. The application just went live this week, so please make sure to jump in the link down below and press that juicy orange sign up for closed beta test button. This is a brand new beta test. This was not there before. It just got introduced this week, so please, please, please sign up and register right now because the application.
And I registered for Steam.
You have to jump in and register and hope for the best because not everyone can get in. But you're
actually no, I take that back. I registered for PC.
So please jump in and sign up because there's so much to cover when it comes to this game. We have Melly Otis right here giving us a teaser. We have Bond coming up. We have Diane. We have our boy King, and ooh, look at her go. The animations, and oh baby, Escanor. The one character I'm dying to play right now. Escanor is the one character I want to jump in and just burn our enemies to a crisp with. The maps are interactive. Every single thing about this game looks exciting. Remember, it's free. It's coming to PS5. It's coming to PC. It's coming to mobile as well. But there is one unfortunate aspect. When it comes to the game for the beta test, it is not going to come to mobile based on what we've seen so far. But wow, the combat.
They need to stop putting these types of games on mobile anyway.
If you're excited, drop your like. Leave a comment. Look at Elizabeth, the way she walks.
Wait a minute.
Darn cute. Comment. Look at Elizabeth.
What's going on here? And then they got Elizabeth right there. Yes, indeed. See, they understand. They understand their audience. The thing that sucks about Seven Deadly Sins is that it went off the rails. I can't even watch Seven Deadly Sins on TV anymore. The first 3 seasons were great, but then the animations just were garbage. The fight scenes were just blah. But yeah, this is actually looking pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. Stop putting this stuff on mobile.
This is a one gacha game I've been waiting years and years
Just
to
put this,
finally jump in and play.
Make people who got mobile, you can go buy yourself a Steam Deck.
Of course. So this will be the second game I'm going to jump in and cover in depth on our channel here. So make sure if you want the latest news to jump in and subscribe because look at the maps, look at the dialogue, and look at these systems right here. We have 1, 2, 3 characters right here, but normally there's 4.
This would be awesome if this was what Solo Leveling Arise actually appeared as.
Ultimate Gauge, we'll see. Once the game does release, we'll get a better sense of what to expect.
Well, if they're doing a beta test, generally when they do a beta test, that means that the game. Generally, when they do a beta test, that means that the game is close to release. And if this is not a beta test similar to what was going on with Chrono Odyssey, I can see this game coming out maybe late December, early January. I wish it was an early access as opposed to closed beta. If it was early access, I would pay $30 to go ahead and buy it to play the game. That's what I did with Game of Thrones King's Road. They put that game into early access, and that game was busted. Busted is too hyperbolic. I was just talking about hyperbole with Trump. No, it wasn't busted, but there was a lot of problems with the game. It was still playable, but it could have been a lot better. And that's the entire reason for early access. And even when they released the game, a lot of the problems that were in early access, they just carried right on over to the full build. They could do the same thing here with this as opposed to doing a closed beta test. In fact, I think more developers should do that. More of these free-to-play developers, instead of doing beta tests, just do a closed alpha. Or not a closed alpha, but an early access. And a lot of whales will buy the early access, and so will some dolphins. Do that as opposed to doing a closed beta. Because when I play this, it's going to be very large. I want to be able to carry all my data over. It's like that's one thing I hate about betas is that they'll let you play. You'll put so many hours into playing the beta. You'll build a really good build that you think will be an introductory build when the full game launches. But then, nope, we're gonna reset everything and everybody's gonna start at zero. No, fuck those other motherfuckers who don't get time to who want to get into the game and didn't get in at the beginning of the beta or whatever. Let me keep my progress. But well.
There's going to be interactive elements in the game depending on when we play. That's what I want to see. That is what makes the game exciting, where the map does interact with you, because look, this is actual gameplay footage. This isn't some random cutscene they put out to show the viewers. This is actual live gameplay footage. This is what I want to see.
It does say footage is still under development in the corner though.
If you're hyped, I mean, come on, get ready for it. This is the gacha game. That is going to be the gacha game of the year, hopefully. It's going to be free to play, but it's going to be pay to win as well, as we know. When it comes to mobile games, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 characters. That means a ton of summoning. That means a ton of swiping. But the combat right here, you can see the enemies have an enemy.
Exactly. That means that some of these characters are going to be, it's going to be A tier, S tier, and triple S tier. Especially if they have really good combinations that do really good damage or have really good utility. And I bet you Elizabeth will have really good utility. That fairy will have good utility. Escanor is going to be a big damage dealer along with the fox guy, the white-haired guy. I forget his name. I forget all these characters' name when I don't get truly invested in it anymore. So, and the giant, she'll be really good, a really good tank. You'll have your mages and your magicians and whatnot. So yeah. By the way, have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters? If Netmarble did a collaboration between Solo Leveling and K-pop Demon Hunters, people would like that, and girls would actually get involved with playing the game. Because I'm telling you, K-pop Demon Hunters, that's the thing, that's the it thing right now. And it's for good reason, because it's a good animation.
Energy bar, interesting. And an HG bar, of course, and so do we. We have an HG bar that is thankfully not shared, because if it was, well, we would be...
Check it out, man. It's on Netflix. I think you'll like it.
It kind of reminds me of Monster Hunter, yes, where we do have these weapons on the map, where we used to interact with the enemies, which just makes sense. It makes the game all that better. We can see we're mounting the targets as well. We're about to just rock their world. They chose the wrong individuals to face, so watch this. We have some exclusive characters as well. When it comes to the bosses we face and also the characters we use, we have characters like Clawfo, and we have this guy right here who we're yet to see in the game so far. Looking just looks so beautiful. I'm so excited. I'm losing my breath. This is actually one of the funniest bosses in the game. It rotates and rotates and rotates. I have no idea why, but it just does. It's hilarious. But this looks good. We have Bug as well. They are an exclusive to the game right here. They are a character that hasn't been introduced before, so we're getting a lot of brand new characters, making the Origin universe even more diverse. I love it. And we have our lady right here. Ooh, I can't wait to see her in the game. The jiggle physics better be top notch, but the ultimates right here, as you can see, the animations, the raw quality just looks so darn good. I have to go back and put it in slow motion. Don't worry, this is not going to be like 7 deadly frames. We're actually getting some top notch quality. I mean, the anime's fine, but watch this. When it comes to the ultimates, they are looking beyond crisp. Watch, here they are, the graphical qualities, every single character we have right here just looks beautiful. Wow, oh wow. If you're pumped again, please make sure to sign up right this second. The link is down below. What are you waiting for the closed beta test? I'm honestly getting a bit too excited if you catch my drift, but I do want to jump in and cover the developer video as well, because a lot of you are confused as to what's going on with the game. So we do get some development coverage from the inside, right, to see what we can expect in the future in terms of the game's release, in terms of the combat we can see, and of course in terms of the release date. That is the one thing on every single person's mind. When is this darn game going to come out?
When is it coming out? Yeah.
Jump in and you guess it, enjoy. Well, that's a good question. When it comes to release date, the developers do confirm it in this video right here. They give us finally a good sense of when to expect 7 Deadly Sins Origin to release. And honestly, based on their kind of estimates, we can expect it before 2026. In 2025, well, late 2025. The game is looking ready, if you ask me. They just have to jump in and release it. We will take it as is. Come on. It looks too darn good to let sit on the shelf. And
exactly. That's so they basically, like, when you asked me, I said that it'd probably be late, early or December, January 2026 at the most. That sounds like what Zaf is saying right here, what the developers are saying. And I agree with them, man. That's why I said it should be an early access release. Do an early access release, make some money on it. You make some money on this game. I'm pretty sure you dropped $30 on this game if you wanted to go ahead and play it in early access, because the $30 it'll get you some starter items, like they did with the Game of Thrones King's Road. They'll have the $30 early access, and then they'll have a $50 one maybe for those who want a little bit more early access materials. I would do that instead. I don't know. Again, I don't know why any of these developers who do these free-to-play games do an early access. Make some money. Make some money on the game. Make some money on your game, as opposed to just releasing a closed beta and then saying we're going to start all over. So I'm pretty excited that they're getting ready to release this game, or hopefully that it will show up in 2025.
So game finally going to be released? Well, they're aiming to launch in late 2025, within 2025. But when are we going to get a good sense of the date? Well, they're going to release a key, I guess, speculative or maybe an announcement towards key details of the launch in Q3 of 2025.
So if you do Q3 2025, if we break down the quarters, like you normally do, that means the announcement should come between October and December, or rather, now the Q3, it should actually come, since August is already done. That means that they'll announce something in September for Q4.
That's when we can expect some news, but Q3 is pretty much right now, right? So we're already in Q3. I would say by September we're gonna get some news, but we have Crossplay coming out. The game's coming out to PS5, PC, and mobile. But when it comes to the beta test, it is not coming to mobile based on what I've seen so far, which is a bit unfortunate.
It's not.
So many mobile
no, it's not. Stop putting these types of games on mobile.
For Sony players,
I tell you, that's where a lot of the problems with these games come from, the fact that they got to develop it for the mobile platform. Stop putting these, like Game of Thrones, if you made that game specifically for PC and PS5, that game would be even more phenomenal than what it is. The graphical fidelity will be great. The combat will be much more fluid. There'll be less bugs. Stop developing these games for mobile. Stop it. Most people have a PC that can handle these games. Just develop it for PC and PlayStation, maybe Xbox. If Xbox get their head out of their ass and decide that, you know what, we really are a console manufacturer. We still do want to compete. But then even then, you can also buy a Steam Deck or a ROG Ally. Dude, you ain't got to put it on the mobile phones. That it's like, just stop that. Just the PlayStation, PC, and maybe Xbox. Don't put it on this shit on mobile.
And enjoy the games on. So I do hope it still comes on mobile for beta, but it's coming to mobile regardless, so just wait. You will get it very soon. It's not coming to Mac as far as I'm aware. When it comes to the mobile games, they usually don't make the Mac system, so keep that in mind. You have to get a PC, you have to get a PlayStation, or what about Xbox and the Switch? Well, it is coming to PS5 as the exclusive console release, so we can't really expect it for those other platforms, but in the future, based on how the game is received, based on the popularity, and I'm sure based on some surveys developers put out, it might come to Xbox, and it might come to Switch, not yet, but in the future it might come out. Look at all these players that are hyped to jump in and play. There's going to be so much original content when it comes to PvP, when it comes to co-op, and so many story elements. I am so hyped for it. The unique atmosphere, the unique setting, and the largest of the maps. We're talking 30 square kilometers. That's how big the maps are. The combat as well, the characters we use, the combined, oh, there we go. The barrel roll came in so funny. Just rolling around. I don't know why
that looks like the avaricious demon, that thing right there.
Face all the time. You can also see all the interactive elements right here. It is coming to life very soon. The game is going to feel very lively, where we don't just jump in, summon, and just face monsters willy-nilly, which is going to be boring. And it's it's actually a very interesting shirt, W to the devs. But overall, if you're pumped, let me know. Let me know in the comment section as well what characters you're most excited for. You can see developers are very keen on giving us lots of story, giving us lots of adventure, and allowing us to play with our friends. The game isn't locked to one style game. It's going to be diverse, giving us a chance to basically experience lots of elements when it comes to the game itself, not just one type of combat, multiple types of combat. That is
the only thing I fear is that this game, if it ends up like Tower of Fantasy, that's gonna suck. Because Tower of Fantasy was an okay game, but it just got tired and boring real quick. The combat started getting really redundant and repetitive. You didn't have really good diverse enemies to fight. And the exploration, it was more like fetch quests and go look for these collectibles. So I hope it's not like that. I hope it's more like Genshin Impact, because the one thing that Genshin Impact had was really good was exploration, but the combat was just got too boring because it was one dimensional. It was, being able to have a really good explosive combat system where you switch between the characters with actual co-op. The co-op in Genshin Impact was, I don't know how it is now, but when I was playing, it was piss poor. There was no reason to do co-op at all. I hope there's world bosses in this game. It looks like there are some world bosses. You have random encounters where you run into bosses. That's one good thing that Tower of Fantasy did have, but they just it wasn't really in depth. So I hope it plays more like not Tower of Fantasy, but Genshin Impact in terms of exploration, and the combat is more towards Tower of Fantasy, but with better depth and a variety of characters that you can fight.
Jumping in, using that version of Escanor, oh My gosh, and of course Meliodas, right? There's so many versions of them. The various demon phases he gets, we're gonna have so many characters, so many variants of them, and we're gonna jump in and just enjoy the game. This is one of my favorite IPs, and of course Elizabeth is one of my favorite characters. The physics on her, the jiggle physics better be top notch, right? So we have Tristan, we have Meliodas. Tristan's gonna be the focus of the game, not Meliodas, which is fine, right? He'll come into the game, don't sweat it. But this is looking crisp. I can't wait. If you're like me, subscribe to the channel, drop a like, because I'm covering this game non-stop. This will be the only other game I cover on our channel getting all my attention, because, I mean, look at the effort they're putting into the game.
There'll be much more content for this game for content creators than what Solo Leveling provides. I mean, this game right here, I can easily do 2.5, 3 hours, maybe exploration, and especially if in the early game, this is going to be real huge. I'm definitely, when the beta comes out, I'm definitely going to stream this game. I'll try to make guides. I can't make any guarantees on that. I leave the guide making to other people. I tried doing guides on Game of Thrones King's Road. But that didn't work out too good. The video didn't do too hot. But there's a lot of content that you can get out of this game right here.
Characters, I can't wait for it. So let's jump in. Let's play together. I'm gonna crush our viewers or get crushed when it comes to PvP, and also join you in co-op gameplay, which will be so much fun. So make sure you jump in and subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and stay tuned for the future content, because the combat is looking very good. We're gonna play this game for hours and hours and hours. On that note, this is your Code King Zaf signing out. I'll catch you in the next juicy video, of course.
All right, well, there you have it. So if you guys want to watch that video without my commentary, just go over to Zav's page, 7DS, Origin, new gameplay footage, must see. There you go. Let me go ahead and give that a like. I appreciated that. I appreciated that. All right, let me I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right there. It looks like I thought that there was only gonna be a certain number of chapters, but it looks like they're giving you the whole hog. And I want to do the whole hog right now. So we'll go ahead and leave it right there. We'll pick up this on a different point. But man, look at all that. And I'm pretty sure as this expands out, you're gonna get more essence stones. That's a good place if you guys need essence stones. Let me go over to the guild. Go ahead and get that taken care of. Go ahead and put actually no. All right. By the way, how you like the fact that a few football teams have male cheerleaders there, J bro? I tell you. All right, we got that done. Oh yeah, go look up the Minnesota Vikings. Look up Minnesota Vikings, man. Minnesota Viking cheerleaders. I think did we get all that? I think we did. We got 2 days left on this, so I think we could probably get a little bit more out of this one too. So we're gonna leave this alone. Tattoos can't even show up on. You can't see him. He talking about tattoos. I think it's funny when black people get tattoos. J-Bro, I don't know if you got tattoos or anything like that, but the tattoos on black people, especially if you pitch black, like, dude, you can't even see this shit. That's how dark. That's how. Because you can't get colored tattoos on black skin. The Ink Master, they explained it very well that when you try to put too much color on black skin, the black skin is so dark it basically offsets the color and absorbs the color. So that's why you can only really just do the green ink or whatever. At which point you really can't see them. What's the point? What's the point? I don't like tattoos to begin with. I did like watching Ink Master because I do like the art of tattoos. I just don't like them on the body. But putting them on black people, I wish these tattoo artists would just be honest and say, you know something? Nah, we ain't gonna put tattoos on you because you too goddamn dark. You are racist. No, tattoos are racist. They don't like your skin. Exactly. And even though with white folks, they're like, why you get a tattoo on your face? Why get a tattoo on your face?
We gotta do better, y'all. You gotta do better. You gotta do better.
Nah.
He's got good team.
It's holding that piece. Stop holding that piece of paper. Stop holding that piece of paper up. He said Sydney Sweeney is mid. He said, man, you better stop. You better put that piece of paper down. All right, man. I think that's good enough right there. Let's Is there any A's that I can? Nah, we're not gonna do any of those. Nah. No, there's nothing there either. So, all right. So we're gonna leave it at that. We hit the 2-hour mark. That's pretty much what I wanted to aim for. So I'm gonna go ahead and call that stream. Call that for the stream today. Everybody that showed up, I really do appreciate you showing up, J Bro, Unknown Individual, Latoya, Homeless Manny, all my regulars. I really appreciate you guys showing out. I always appreciate your support. Got a couple of viewers over on Rumble. I appreciate you over there. Same as Twitch. Make sure you guys do like, share, subscribe, turn on them post notifications. All that stuff really does help me out. And when they get ready to drop 7 Deadly Sins Origin, the beta, I will be streaming that definitely. And it's gonna be at least 2 hours, maybe 2 hours a day, since it's going to be the early stuff. Man, I wish they would do an early access for that, but there you go. You guys have yourself a great night. I will catch up with you, and I will see you guys in the next stream. You guys have a great night and take it